Okay, this is just a test. I just want to see if we are live, and I don't know if anybody's watching, but I'm going to sit here for a few minutes and just wait and see if anyone turns up. Oh, Gary, hi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, love? I don't know if you can hear me. You can hear me? Oh my God, Meg. Oh, Meg. Oh, my Meg. Hello. Can you hear me, love? Hello, can you hear me? Somebody type yes, please. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's great. Well, good morning, Gary, and good morning, my Meg. Hubby, floating about in the background there. Not many people see him. That's Bill. That's my hubby. That's Mr. Header. So he's still waking up and getting ready for work. And I couldn't sleep as per usual. So hello, Loren. Oh, that's okay, Meg, love. Don't worry. Thank you, Gary, love. I'm sorry. How was your hospital appointment, Meg? And Gary, how is Harley doing? It's so lovely to see some of you. This is great. This is just a test, folks. Okay. The way I look looks very grainy to me. I look really grainy and it looks snowy and what have you. You've got sleep apnea, Meg. My hubby has sleep apnea. It's very severe for him. Thank you, Loren. Thank you very, very much for popping in, and I hope you have a lovely day too. All right, it's cleared up a bit. Thanks, Gary, love. She's healing and she's sleeping. Well, listen, all my prayers, all my thoughts, sending lots and lots of healing love to Harley, because I have worried about that, and I know how much your fur baby means to you. Believe you me, I have been where you've been, and sat by my fur babies as they've healed after surgery. So I know exactly how you feel, and my heart goes out to you. I really mean that. And I've got my 3 fur babies now, so God knows what mess I'd be in. So honestly, when I tell you that my heart really goes out to you, that I've been feeling you and thinking about you, honestly, that's the truth, because I've been where you are now. And it screws your heart over. It's like they take your heart in your hands, and it's like it's so concentrated, that love and that fear, and you feel as if your heart is breaking for every little bit of pain they go through, and you just want to hold them in and pour everything that you've got into that lovely little furry scrap, and just pour all your love and everything that you've got into Harley. And believe you me, I know how that feels. So all my hopes, all my thoughts, every little bit of healing energy that I can send, believe you me, it's yours. Meg, honestly, love, I do worry about you terribly. It's hard when we're talking in the comments because it sounds so stilted, but my hubby has really severe sleep apnea. His neurosurgeon said it was one of the worst cases he'd ever seen. All I can say is, look, stay positive, sweetheart. Do whatever they tell you that you've got to do. And I promise you, you will be fine. With every new condition that someone, a specialist, tells you about, there comes this sort of this smack in the head, and you've got to get used to a new diagnosis and what have you. And it can be, heartbreaking. But trust me, my Meg, you will be fine, because I feel it in here. I feel it in here. So, as long as Bill, he's got to wear his sleep mask and he's got his oxygen and stuff like that. As long as he wears that, he's going to be fine. We always keep on top of that. He has to go for regular checkups and what have you. Right. So the apnea is a thing that's neurological in your bones degrading. Oh, Meg. Well, my husband's diabetic. So as long as he keeps on top of his diabetes and gets his feet checked and his eyes checked, and he's got all the stuff for his sleep apnea. But yeah, he's happy because I tell him he is. I'll say to him, "You are a happy man," and he just goes, "Yes, okay, all right, love." So if anybody says, "Are you happy, Billy?" says, "Yes, well, my wife says I am." So, Anyway, I'm not sure how these live things work. By the way, you've noticed that, I haven't done the breakfast dishes yet. So very untidy, Heather, but is there any kind of lag in how I'm talking, or do I just sound natural to you, or how does this, how do I look to you? I don't look like a puppet, like, what have you. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you. Hello, Blair. It's nice to meet you. I'm grainy. Yeah, I thought I would be. This is my laptop camera. I don't have like a proper set-up camera. I wouldn't know how to work it anyway. Francis, hello. It's lovely to see you. How are you? Right, I'm sorry about the pic. I don't know what to do about that. Do I need to buy a camera and like stick it on the top or something? Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one with dishes to be done, Blair. That's great. I'm okay. It's just, as long as I get a rest and a decent period of sleep, Francis, I'm all right. Right, so does it matter about any particular kind of camera, Gary? Oh, hello, Cupcake Butterfolds. Nice to see you again. Make sure it matches Windows of your PC. Well, Windows 10. So I just need a Windows 10 camera. Right. I hope I'm going to have to get one in time for next week then. Otherwise, I'm going to look as if I'm talking to you from the moon. So anyway, as you've caught me on my first testing live, can I just ask, am I the same as I am on a video, please? Because I want to know. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Sound yes, picture no. Oh, well, do you know what? That might be a good thing, Gary. You know, because I think that would be a good thing. As long as people can hear me, it doesn't really matter if you can't see me very well. That's probably very, very good for everybody's mental health. Don't you think? It's much better to hear better than to see, I think. So it's at least I know it works. You know, that's the most important thing. Now I can see like two little people that says 10, and then I see two likes. So I think that's fantastic, considering it's just a test. You know. Well, I can give you this is my teacup and what I drink my hot chocolate out of and stuff like that. So you're getting a picture of me with my morning cup of tea. Yes, it's lovely to be here with you as well, Meg. And you know, I'm actually quite excited. I'm going to look today for a camera that's same as Windows 10, and then get that hooked up and see if the picture can be any clearer. 2:15 a.m. where you are. Yeah, it's 7:15 in the morning here. Well, 7:14. Yeah, PC World's a bit far away from me, but I can do it online. You know. Do you know what, Gary Love? I think it's a better idea that there's only just a few watching at the moment, because I think I'd be more nervous, to be honest with you. The way I'm trying to handle this is like, you know, and I've said before about talking to you around my kitchen table. Do you know, if like loads of times, and I've said, when I make a video, it's like I'm talking to you all around my kitchen table. And that's how I do my videos. Because this, I'll show you what I make my videos on. This little monster, you know, this is my Sony Xperia X71. And this little thing here is how I make all my videos. I just sit it on its side and talk away into it, you know. So a live spooky session. But that is actually what we're going to be having in 7 days' time, because it's our first Halloween together in the Haven. So I thought it would, sorry, excuse me. I thought it would be a really good idea for me to sort of like make myself look a bit more. Oh, thank you very much, Cupcake. That's really kind of you. Thank you. It's very kind. Thank you so much. What I'm hoping to do is look a little bit more spooky, if that's possible. And, you know, by the way, this isn't meant to be spooky. These are sort of like these things you get from China that you put underneath your eyes to try and calm your eye bags. So you've got me. Fedora! Hi. Hello. That's nice to see you. This is my I'm testing the live stream, Fedora. Yes, it's lovely to see you too, Fedora. It's great seeing you. Thank you for popping by. So anyway, I just want to sort of like do a sort of a Halloween look. Hiya. Oh my goodness. Good morning, love. Hi, it's your Golda. I woke up cheerful, so you know, this is great. Look, all us Haveners here together. Gary, I hope you're still around, love. Are you checking on to see if Harley's okay? Because I'm quite observant, trying to make sure that I'm keeping everybody, like you say, one big family. Because that's how the Haven is, aren't we? We're just one big happy family. Hello, random person. That's nice to meet you. We've never met before. But thank you very much for popping by. This is my ever. It's purely a test, and it was just to see how things were, how the camera looks, and what I sounds like. Hello, Peanut. I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you? It's lovely to see you here. Thank you for popping by. Yes, hi, I do. I still have to wait for the results from the doctor, and I don't get that until tomorrow. So, but it's like waves, up and down, up and down. That's okay, random. I'm sure that we've got people in the Haven who have never said a word. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. Some people never speak, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about you. So that's why I say thank you to everybody that's there, because everybody who is in the Haven means so much to me. It's true what they say, isn't it? You could go to any channel, you could sub to anybody, and the very fact that you come and you stay when it's just me, because in the scheme of things, I'm nothing. So the very fact that you are there and you listen to me and means more than you could ever know, honestly. Well, that's what I'm hoping for, Chaya. If anybody wonders why I'm calling Kate Chaya, it's that we're both Jewish. So to her, I'm Golda. To Kate, she's Chaya, which is Chaya. It's just like a Jewish family name. Oh, that's lovely, Meg. Thank you. Well, I don't care who knows it. I love Gary to bits. There's always been something about Gary that I found very, very special, right from the first moment I watched one of his videos. And you, Meg, you and I have just clicked from the get-go. And Jason is it's something we both feel. We know we've been around each other in past lives. We just know it, and it's been very platonic. Every time it's been totally platonic. And in this lifetime, it's a very much a brother and sister feel for each other, But anyway, now I've got the chance to tell I'll get my words out yet. And I do apologise. Yes, by the way, I do have a cigarette in the mornings. Yes, I've got this COPD. Yes, I know. But do you know what? I've got failings like everybody else. And I don't know whether you want to keep a secret, but I do fart. I also fart. But it's what I do because I'm just me. And I've always said that in my videos, I'm just me. And that's, I've got more than one vice, Meg. I've got more than one vice. I haven't got as many as I used to have. But that's only because I'm in a wheelchair. Otherwise, I'd be vicing a lot more, an awful lot more. Oh, you smoke too, Fedora. Well, there you go. We're in very good company. Oh, excuse me. So, how am I quitting smoking was doing? Oh, I can feel the psychic vibes between us, Peanut. You see, this is me. Woo! Candice! Hello! Hiya! How are you, love? I forget what I was going to say now. See? Straight out the head, I'll be thinking about something and then poof, it's gone. So, but look at, you see what I mean about this hair? One side is all nice and sort of like just falls beautifully into place. And then you've got this bit here and it's like straw. And it's like, does anybody remember Catweasel? There was a show in the 70s called Catweasel. And there was this guy and he had this awful flipping hair. And, awful, So, who's rolling and hating? I can't see anybody hating. Oh, they didn't have that show. A conditioning mask. Do you know the first time I saw a conditioning mask, I put it on my face and I left it there for about 45 minutes. I don't really look like Catweasel, thank God for that, Hire. I'm so pleased about that. How are you doing today, love? Are you okay? How's your mum? But no, the first hair conditioner that came in one of those little packets, I just saw conditioner, but I didn't think it was the hair. It said conditioning mask. So I thought, oh, right, it's a gangster song. Oh, right, okay. I think of gangsters and I think of the mafia, You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Is this me you're talking to? I can't believe you're talking to me. Gonna have to take you to the cornfields and get rid of you. Know what I say, Joey? That's my version of the mafia. You're gonna get it all here. But I'm like this all the time. I did tell you. I did say that when I did a live stream, you would just see what I'm like. Except this time, it's like more. Although you're typing to me, I'm no different. I'm exactly the same. Did tell you. And now I just hope you all believe that, this is what you see is what you get, tatty hair and all. But there you go. But it is sort of like first thing in the morning and what have you. I tell you what else, guys. While I've got you here, I'm going to use you and abuse you for your opinions. I'll be getting. Thank you, my Meg. Yes, do you know what? I didn't. I think I'd just sit here and look at the camera. I didn't think anybody would be here. I thought, well, I've got to put it out to the public because I've got to have somebody might just look and say, "Oh, hello, Ray." I don't want to say dismal Ray. I don't think you're dismal. But, oh, thank you. That's really, really very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to say hello to me. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And, it's lovely to have you here, you know? Sorry, I'm just sitting here having my morning fag and my cup of tea. And you know how we all get it, well, wherever you are in the world, you get up, you have your cup of coffee, or not have a cigarette, or you have your cup of coffee, you have a cigarette, cup of tea and a cigarette, Oh, thank you, Candice. Well, can I just tell all of you while you're here that when I tell you that I love you, I mean it. And I hope you can feel that. I don't just say it, and it's not like, the thing is, right? I watch other YouTubers. It takes a lot for me to think of myself as a YouTuber because I don't. I'm just me. I'm nothing special. Trust me. I am just me. Look, I'm in my kitchen. I'm sitting at my kitchen table. You know, well, yeah, I am genuine and I like that to come across. I do want that to come across. But here's the thing, guys. Thank you, Gary. But you know something, Gary? You need to realize how special you are and how much you're loved. You really need to know that, Gary. Because I'll tell you something, you are a beacon for the mental health community. I've got you up on a pedestal. I wish I could get my arm higher, I can't. But I have you on a pedestal yay high. Right up there, Gary. And and to be honest with you, Gary, you are the one I look to. You're the one that I listen to. And sometimes I just listen and I don't say anything. But you've got such a huge heart, and you do, by your own experiences, want to share your life with the world, and you give people hope. You give people a lot of hope. And I try to do my little bit with my life experiences to say to people the most. Yeah, I know, Gary, but you're only saying what people say to me. And a lot of people say the same to me about you. So it's important for your own mental health to know how much you are loved. It's really important. Yes, he is hilarious, Meg. He cracks me up so many times. He's can be on his Gary, you and your Gary Unfiltered. You do. You crack me up every time. So funny. Love that second channel of yours. It's really funny. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of messages over on Twitter, telling me that he who shall not be named has been talking about how it's not important to have a college and university education because it doesn't mean anything. You know, and I said on Tuesday that unless he did anything problematic, I don't want to keep talking about him all the time, because I do realize I got many subscribers on the videos I've made in the past, calling him out on his bad behavior and things he said. Now, here's the thing. This is what I want to ask you. Do you feel that I need to make another video to tell people that if you feel that you want to go to college, if you want to go to university, there that is your right, and that they are important. Formal education is important because without it, we wouldn't have doctors, we wouldn't have pharmacists, we wouldn't have anybody who's helping people in the community. So is that something, you know, that you would like me to talk about? And just to say, don't listen to him, he's an idiot. You know? Hello, Carolina. That's my hubby, by the way. There he is in the background for all the new people who have joined. That's my hubby, Bill. He's getting ready for work. So, do you feel that it's something that I should bring up? Or should I just, you know... Oh, people are saying good morning to you, darling. He says good morning back, just in case you can't hear him. But Bill, it is terrible advice. He's apparently, from what I've been told, he's brought it up again, Gary, about college and university educations meaning nothing. Apparently they don't mean anything. It's, you know, it's learning from books. Do you know, I'm sick of hearing him going on about, you know... Gary has said good morning, darling Bill, because he's funny. Okay. He said he's smiling at you. Oh, hello, Raspberry Kennedy. Good morning. Nice to see you here. Thank you for popping by. You know, yes, Gary, he gave you that look. That's his come hither look. Yeah, he's got your number. He's definitely got your number. Right. Yes, Haya, you're right. He has no education himself. Okay, then yes, exactly, Fedora, influencing vulnerable people. Because let's face it, there are an awful lot of people out there who will come across this channel and see this great big, booming voice and what have you, and thinking that he's, because he reads books and and he's published these books and what have you, that he's important. Yes, he is. He's like a cult leader. And what really concerns me is that he's getting new people to listen to his rubbish. You know, so, right. Yes, I've noticed that his fans seem to be getting younger. And yes, it's like a scary soap opera. And why is he still on YouTube? I don't know. And yes, anybody can write a book. But, you know, it's just, I don't want people to say, oh, she's harping on about him again, trying to get views. It's not about that. You can see all my videos, and some of them I'm lucky to get 40 views. That doesn't worry me. That really does not worry me. It's about getting the message across that he's giving out false advice, and he shouldn't be doing it because he's not a professional, you know? And he seems to think that his word is, you know, oh, he's telling people in his video they can't afford to go to hospital, see a mental health professional. Google worksheets. Is he mad? Oh my goodness. Oh, right, okay. I'll talk about it. I will talk about it. And I will tell people, I will beg them to please research this guy. You know, and he's always harping on about Do your research, do your research. I'm going to be asking people that. Please do your research. Look into this man. This man is telling you, come off your medication. Who is he to tell anyone to come off their medication? You know, it makes me so angry. You know, I only talk to people about things that I have personally experienced in my life. I cannot talk to you about things I've never been through. You know? And yes, do you know what, Kate? I'm going to tell you this. Dr. Google is a bit like, do you remember the medical dictionaries or the medical books that we'd get from Amazon? Well, back in the day, and they'd say, you get this medical book and it's got every single health condition in the book. And the worst thing you could do was go through this, say if you got a sore throat, and then, you know, no, I haven't seen the situation with Jordan Peterson, but I will look into that. You could go open up this book and start off with, oh, I've got a bit of a sore throat. And then before you know it, you're self-diagnosing yourself with throat cancer. It's ridiculous. So I just want to make people aware and to, you know, educate yourself. And if there's anything that's worrying you, you go to a professional. You don't go to somebody on YouTube. He's smarter than someone with a PhD because they relapsed. Oh, what a ridiculous thing to say. That is a ridiculous thing to say. Do you know, if smoking, like, I know this is off the top of my head, say if smoking was exactly the same as smoking weed, right? Now, I've got a university degree, right? And I stopped smoking, then I started smoking, then I stopped smoking and started again and what have you, right? Does that mean I'm cancelled? Does that mean I'm no good to people just because I started smoking again and what have you? I can get very, very angry, folks. And you know I can. And do you know what the thing is? Here's the thing. I know that I am incredibly low on the YouTube food chain because how people find me, I don't know. Crystal! Oh my God! Hello, darling. Oh, lovely to see you. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Mwah, mwah. Look, yeah, I should have done this all before. Mwah. Hello, everybody. Love you. It's lovely to see you, and I'm sending you all a big hug. Look, see, all for you. Big hugs. All for you. Anyway, getting back to it. Oh, God, do you know what? I'm going to fill up in a minute. Oh, look, I'm pulling my... I've rubbed my face and I've pulled my thing off. That's time it came off anyway. But that was something you never thought you'd see. That's funny, me rubbing my face and pulling my bits. See, I still can't get rid of it. It's the lymphedema, you know. You know that I can get angry. And if there's one thing that upsets me more is when people give out bad advice, but they do it for money. You know, and he has come clean and gone on about adpocalypse, right? The minute he mentioned the word adpocalypse, I knew then that I was right. I'd said it for months. The guy, it's all about this. I said that. I said he was in it to make money. And I was proved to be right. I was proved to be right. You're right, Carolina. He said he was going to stop making videos, and now he's shows he is like, yes, Gary, yes, you said it, he was in it for the money. And I agreed with you then. And both of us are still saying it now. So we can't be wrong, can we? Yes, exactly. Yes, Smoky Glow's lovely. She is a lovely girl. Very, very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. You know, I wish I'd looked like her when I was her age. Oh, do you know something? BetterHelp, another cash grab. You know, I'm sorry. BetterHelp is just a cash grab. Crystal, I'm telling you, it's hard, you know, when I say don't watch him, and you never have, and that's brilliant, love. But I don't know, he's addicted. He's got an addicted personality. He's gone from the drugs and he's gone from the drink. He had to have something to replace it. So now he's got churning out 3 to 5 videos a day. He's just, I don't know, he's a, oh, but that was it. That's what I was going to say to you. All the videos I've made about this guy, right? And I think I've made probably 6, I think. I can't remember exactly. But he's never once addressed me. And, you know, the day I saw myself in Primink's video, I was so shocked. I didn't know I was going to be in there. And Primink and I talked about it, and I just said, I wish you'd asked me first, because I would have said, don't put me in there. You know, God, no. I don't know, I just felt weird about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Primink is lovely. I get a very, very good feeling from that lad. But I just felt there's other people out there who've said much, much more than I have. And they should have been in it, right? Yes, candid cameos are very weird. And I just like, you know, and I got a lot of promotion from Primink. I will always be grateful for that. Trust me, I will always be grateful to Primink for taking someone so tiny and mentioning me. And I'm huge honor for me, an absolute huge honor. Ray, do you know something? If you do start a channel, love, do talk about him, because the more we can do it. I mean, the thing is, I don't come from a good place when it comes to him, because mine is built out of his hatred, my hatred for him, of the way he's hurt people. He's hurt people I love. I mean, he's hurt Gary. I think that's really what started it. The way he went on about Gary. And then he hurt Jason, he hurt Steph. You know, he's hurt so many people who I have feelings for now. And I don't come from the best place, because I'm sort of like emotionally involved. But if somebody else comes from a place of, look, here is this guy and he's just completely problematic. He's telling people to come off something called is it Suboxone or something? I can't remember what it's called. But do you know what I would love? I would love for him to come for me. Suboxone, thank you, Fedora. Thanks, Meg. Thanks, Gary. The wheelchair comments? What wheelchair comments? Is that something I've missed? Sorry. Crystal, can I tell you something, love? I try for the Haven to do 3 videos a week. And I have to have a day off in between. I really do. Because I sit there in front of you and I'm scared about my mind going a blank. I'm scared in case I get halfway through a sentence and I can't remember what I've said. And, you know, it takes me all my time to put out 3 videos a week. He was mocking a lady on Facebook for being a part-time chair user. What? That's absolutely disgusting. Was that on that live stream with that fella called Matt? Is that... Raspberry, I appreciate the fact that you're just here, love. And I'm so glad that I've got this opportunity to tell you live so you can hear me. And anybody who is watching me right now, who is a member of the Haven, or even if they aren't, but especially if you're a member of the Haven, you're a Havener. And I am so lucky to have you, because if it wasn't for you, there would be no Haven. And I'm so glad I've now got the opportunity to say so. And in my next live next week, I will say it again to everybody who's here. He replied automatically and said, oh, it was so long ago. That doesn't make any difference. He should never have said it in the first place. Raspberry, if you're happy, I'm happy. I've said that right from the beginning. Nothing changes. Apart from the only thing that's changed about me is my hair's grown. And I'm not wearing wiggy anymore. That's the only thing that's changed about me. Or maybe the bag's got a bit bigger, or the chins. Got some extra chins going on there. You know, I know it's not politically correct to say, but, you know, there used to be a joke going around saying, I've got more chins than a Chinese phone book. Well, see, look, horrible, isn't it? And I'm the one who's got to go around with it. So, but, oh, your chin did not go long ago, Crystal. You're gorgeous. Get away with you. And I love your hair. Your hair's just gorgeous. I love it. I don't know how you managed to get it like that, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I look like a haystack, you know. Well, it's lovely of you to say so, but no makeup, not a stitch of makeup. I half brushed my hair, and, you know, the Granny gooseneck. Oh, that's funny. You wanted to bring back the 70s. That's what I was doing. I was channeling Randy Rhoads. You know, that sounds, don't want anybody to say that Heather said she was channeling Randy Rhoads. I didn't mean like that. I was just talking about my hair. And when my hairstylist came and I said, look, I've seen this picture of Randy Rhoads. Can you put loads of layers in my hair so that I've got hair like Randy Rhoads? But please don't tell people Heather Gold says she can channel Randy Rhoads. Oh, God, no. That will definitely bring the haters out the woodwork. You know? You know, I'm not channeling Gypsy Rose Heather. Honestly. I don't know if I could do her again now. You're only 52. You're a baby. I'm 59 in December. Oh, good night, Cupcake. Thank you for coming by. It's been lovely to talk to you. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you again. Hope to see you next week. This will do our first Halloween in the Haven. And you know, you're 52 as well, Fedora. Or Peanut, are you 21? I'm potentially 21 all the time. Just, I'm counting backwards. Another Gypsy Rose Header video. Oh, God. Shall I bring up my spirit guide? I'm sure I called her Golda. You're 30. And you're 30. And you're 25. Oh, my God, you're babies. Yeah. This time next year, I'll be coming up for 60. Can you believe that? But I tell you what, I don't do too badly. I've got fine lines, but I haven't got much in the way of wrinkles. So, I consider myself quite lucky. Oh my God, Haya, you're 19 days older than me. Get out of here. Honestly, 19 days. You're beautiful. Get out of here. She was 60 last week. Well, if you look anything like her, she'll be beautiful. Because you're a beautiful girl, Meg. You really are. Thank you so much, Candice. You're really kind, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm not going to make any lie of it. The roots get dyed. I'm still dyeing my hair. I'm not giving in gracefully, not yet. Your dad's 82. Wow. That's amazing. Good on your dad, eh? Great stuff for your dad. I think if my dad had lived, he'd be 119. Do you know what? If my dad was still alive at 119, I think I'd put him in a circus. I don't know. No, I'm not circus. Guinness Book of Records. That's what I'm thinking of. Honestly, how can I get those two confused? He still works 9 to 5, 5 days a week. Oh my God, he's not a lumberjack, is he? That's amazing if he's still working at 82. I can't wait for my hubby to retire, to be honest with you. My hubby is my toy boy. Yeah. He's 6 months younger than me. I like them young. He makes aircraft. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Candice. I am looking forward to Halloween. I am so looking forward to Halloween because all I've got planned is, say, half a dozen stories and then just talking to each other. Does that suit you? Would you guys, would you be happy with that? Is that something you'd like? I did get the witch's hat, yes, but I've decided maybe not to use that and do something a little bit different, and I'm not telling you. It's going to be a surprise. So anyway, that's all I've got planned for Halloween. I can't, I've done my singing for this morning. So it's, if anybody just pops by. Catcher! Oh my God. Hello, love. Yes, Meg, you do have a super dad. What time you'll be live? Now, you see, here's the thing. There are people Pacific Standard Time, which I think is 8 hours behind. Then we've got something called Mountain Time, and then which I think is 6 hours. And then there's Eastern Standard Time. So I was thinking if I started at 11, between 11 and midnight, well, 11 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, London time, right? So if I start at 11 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, that will mean it'll be late afternoon, early evening, and then probably finish an hour and a half, you know. You can't come to the live stream, Peanut. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's nearly 8 p.m. here. So, goodness me, I've been on for 55 minutes. Wow, it's a long. Doesn't seem like 2 minutes since I started talking to you all. Steph, hello, love. It's lovely to see you. Well, look, I hope you enjoy your Halloween, Peanut, but you never know. I might still be hanging around because I may drink some alcohol. There's another vice of mine. I may be having a little sip or something, a spirit for the spirits. So you never know. The party might still be going. So if you can make it, if I'm still going, you know you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome. Just everybody who can be kind and respectful, you know, and just treat everybody nicely, just like we are now. If it can just be like that, that would be fantastic. So, but don't worry, I will let everybody know. What time is it? Oh, it's 8 a.m. Carolina. I will certainly have one for you, Peanut. And people, will you please remind me if I forget? Because you know what the brain's like. Remind me to have a drink for Peanut, please. And all of you have a drink for Peanut as well. And by the time, you know. Okay, darling, it's been lovely seeing you. Love you too. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Don't worry about it, Meg, love. Please don't worry about it, love. So I'll still be, you know, hanging around and doing what I do. And if I get tired, I'll just say, guys, I'm sorry, gotta go, and what have you. Well, this has been a truly lovely experience. It really has. And you know, I know some of you will probably be getting ready for work or going to have their breakfast or something, you know. I know you do, Meg. I know you do. And I would love you to be here. Just, you know, freedom for all, that's all I say. But I tell you what, I am going to wind it up now, guys. So I'm going to wish you all a very, very happy day ahead, or a very happy nighttime sleep, or whatever it is you do. But I just wanted... Oh, that's fantastic, Steph. That's absolutely brilliant. Hang on, I've got to wish my hobby off to work. Oh, you're a smart boy. Right. Love you.
Love you, darling. See you later.
See you later, sweetheart. Have a good day at work. Thank you, my darling. Love you.
Love you.
Bye, darling. Oh, say his name and he shall appear. Who are we wishing for? No, I was just hoping that, oh, sorry, I was just saying that I'm keeping an eye on the time and I've been on for an hour and I don't want to bore anybody, I'm just sort of just sitting here and that's the last thing I want to do and bore any of you. I tell you what though, I am going to do today then. I am going to make a short video. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to make a short video on He Who Shall Not Be Named to talk about this education thing. Well, because that's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to bore anybody. But I will make a video. I love you too, sweetheart. See you later, love. Bye-bye, darling. Oh, that's lovely, Meg. Thank you. Well, I do try not to be boring. As long as whatever I do makes everybody happy, that's all I care about, is making sure that every Havener is happy. And like I said the other day, I know that everything I do isn't for everyone. Oh, I think I'm disconnected. Am I disconnected? My connection is unstable. That's what I've got to. I think I'm back in the room. I'm not sure. All right. Oh, I'm still in the room. Okay, thank you. No, whatever I do, whatever videos I make, I want to make sure that everybody's happy. So that's why I do the folk tales. People ask for them. That's why I do the spooky sessions. I do personally enjoy them, and I love sharing, what I love with you. Steph, He Who Shall Not Be Named, has come out with some atrocious nonsense about college and university education not being important. Further education is meaningless. And I've had a few messages from people asking me to talk about this, just so that vulnerable people are protected. Yeah, that's whatever Fedora is telling you now is what he said. Just because a guy with a PhD relapses means that he's not clever and what have you, and he's got no. Oh, he's just. The thing is, I did my degree in history, right? Now, it was a long time ago. It was 30. It's actually 35 years since I got my uni degree, okay? It is a long time ago. Now, it was valuable at the time if I'd wanted to go on and teach, children, be a history teacher, for example. But I didn't. I didn't want to be a teacher because I certainly didn't feel I had the patience. But if you don't have further education, you don't have doctors, you don't have pharmacists, you don't have engineers, you don't have all the important people that a society needs. You have to have a formal education, because once you've got that certificate is very important. It does show that you've gone through formal education, that you've been formally tested, that you've been proven, at least on paper, to be good at what you do, and that instills confidence in people. I don't care what anybody says. Some guy at the end of a camera, just because they say so, does not mean that they are the be all and end all of knowledge. And he's talking out of his backside. Exactly. You don't want to get in a plane that somebody hasn't been taught to fly properly. You know? And just drives me insane. So later on today, I will just make something short and just say that, look, don't listen to this guy. Anybody who's, because he's got a younger audience, please do not listen to him. Don't come away from college if you're feeling mentally stressed. You know, talk to someone and then you can get back on track. I know when I was doing my degree, and believe me, I did work hard. I did. But I had friends who were doing pharmacy degrees and they were doing medical training. Now, they were, blood, sweat, and tears degrees. They really were. Mine paled into insignificance compared to them. And some of them would get very, very mentally stressed. And they would get the thing like, oh, I just want to pack it all in. I don't think I can take it anymore. But what they need and what they did get were people to talk to and to get them back on track. And then, of course, they went on to becoming very good doctors, very good opticians, very good dentists, things like that. But if anybody is in the middle of a college degree at the moment and struggling with their mental health, if they listen to him and he's saying, oh, it's not important, come away from it, you can learn from books and what have you, that's just too horrifying to believe that he could influence them. Because some people are incredibly vulnerable. And I want to protect those vulnerable people. That's why the Haven's there. It's a safe haven for people so they never feel alone. Sometimes when you're struggling with your mental health, you can feel so incredibly alone. And the Haven is here so that you never feel alone, that you're among like-minded people that you feel comfortable with, where you're not judged, Hang on, what? Recovering addicts, you must take some meds for mental health. Wanted to function at work another day are not clean. Oh, what absolute rubbish. So does that mean because I take meds for my depression that I'm a drug addict, does it? Does it mean that because I have to take Oromorph for extreme severe pain, am I a drug addict then? People have to take medication in order to function. I have to take a drug called levothyroxine because my thyroid doesn't work. If I don't take that, I'm dead. Abstinence. Oh, what rubbish. What rubbish. Drives me mad. Pill shaming is wrong. Pill shaming is so wrong. I'll bring that up as well at the same time. There are an awful lot of us, Fedora, you're right. We don't have a choice. I've got my pill tray, right? I'm not going to show you my pill. There, look. That's my pill tray. At the end of the week, I get some more pills today, right? I have filled with pills for every day of the week, right? If I don't take those pills, I may as well just be dead, right? Oh, Gary, he's talking out of his backside. You have to take Xanax, love. You have to. And it helps you to function. And you are clean and sober. He's talking out of his backside. Do you know something, Peanut? I'll be honest with you, the amount of pills I take, I would ask anybody, I'm like a human set of maracas, because I just rattle. I take so many pills. But it's in order to function. If I didn't take them, especially my thyroxine, because the thyroid is such an important gland, and when it stops working, it shuts your body down, and you can die of heart failure. You're going to have a heart attack. Your whole system just shuts down, and you end up in a coma. And I can't not take my thyroxine. The thing is, I would love to be able to say that he's a joke, but he's not. He's dangerous. He's past being funny anymore. You know, I mean, the things he's done about famous YouTubers, that to me is intrusive. You know, what he's done with Trisha Paytas. Now, I'm not a huge fan of hers, I'll be honest with you. That's purely personal. But the girl does not deserve to have our privacy intruded upon the way that he's done to her. Shane Dawson doesn't deserve it. Is it Taylor Nicole? I believe the girl's name is. Look what he's done to her. She said, I want to tell my own mental health story. And he decided to take it on himself. As if he knew her story better than she does. No, nobody can tell anybody's story. You know, it is Taylor Nicole Dean. Thank you, Peanut. Nobody has the right to tell anybody's story. You have to ask their permission to talk about them. If I wanted to talk about Taylor Nicole Dean, for example, I just wouldn't make a video on it. I would contact her because this is about her mental health. You know? Just, oh. And I'm certainly not going to ask his permission to talk about him. But do you know what? I would love it if he addressed me in a video. I really would. And I would love to share a live stream with him. I would love to send that out there. Heather Gold would like to share a live stream with you, the Rewired Soul, and let's see how we roll. You know, I have read a lot of books in my time. You know, in fairness, I'm old enough to be his mother. You wouldn't believe that, would you? He's only, how old is he? Is he 33? He looks older than me. And if that's 33, he's had a very hard paper round. That's all I can say. 34. Right, thank you. He doesn't look good for his age. And I have said personal things about him before when I was angry. But he does not look good for his age. And the thing is, he can't accuse me of using his name for financial gain, because I'm unmonetized, and you all know that I'm unmonetized, and I never will be monetized, because, to be honest with you, I do it for two reasons. One, I don't want any of my videos interrupted with ads, which stops the Haveners from seeing a video right the way through uninterrupted. Right? That's number one. That's my first reason. Number two is, I'm not saying that the few pennies that I would get from a video, because it would be pennies. I once did my, that thing that you can look at your count and what have you about YouTube earnings. And in a month, I think I'd make something like $10. And over a year, it would be maybe $100. I mean, big money, guys, big money. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the headache that all that would bring. So, no, not interested. So, and the thing is, okay, I might get above average views to what I normally get, but I'm not. The only reason that I would like to think I'm getting more views for that is if people are listening to what I've got to say, and that someone will take something from it, even if it's just to take a second look at him, to realize, to work out, why is this woman saying these things about him? Is what she's saying based on fact, or is it just an opinion? Well, a lot of what I say about him is fact, because I take it straight from the horse's mouth, and some of it is my own personal opinion, and I make that clear. And my major reason for saying anything about him is to protect vulnerable people, and to let them know that this guy who is telling you to come off your meds and seek better help, which is a cash grab. And let's call a spade here. Thank you, Meg. That's a good one. Let's call a spade here. Better help is a cash grab. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody who peddles that kind of help with your mental health and then says, send me $100 and I'll help you get through having an unhappy time. No. That's wrong. Why should you benefit from someone else's misery? It's all wrong. Nobody should benefit from anybody's misery. Don't get me wrong. I think Dr. Todd Grande, he has his channel and it does very well, but he is a professional. And, whatever he does with the money that he makes from his videos, that's up to him. But he is a medical professional, and he's a fully certified psychologist. He's got years and years of experience, and I listen to him, Okay, Carolina, love, you take care. Lots of love to you as always. Thank you very much for being here, love. It's been lovely to see you. And by the time you get back in from work, there'll be a video. Just short, mind. Oh, hello, Miranda. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for being here. It's lovely to meet you, and thank you for coming in to listen. So take care, Carolina, love. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'll listen to Dr. Todd Grande all night long, because he's trained. He's got the training. He's got the certificates. He can prove his worth anytime. But not. I mean, the thing is, Chris Boutte couldn't even work with Dr. Todd Grande, honestly. He couldn't even do that without lying. He twisted Todd's words. He tried to make him come out as if he was better than everybody else. It was just all wrong. And as for that bloody book, cancelled. Thank you, Carolina Love. Yes, he did. He twisted his words massively. But, you know, the book that's been entered for, you know, if he puts that cancelled in for the Booker Prize, I wouldn't use that toilet paper. I wouldn't give it to Gary to use for toilet paper. You know, the spelling's atrocious, the grammar's atrocious, and it's 200 pages of woe is me. And I hate it. No, Fedora, I was just trying to be funny. I said if it was entered into the Booker Prize, where do you think it would come? Yeah, he does. He calls himself an author. Hey, I could take my diary and write a short story into that. I could call myself an author, you know, and someone with nothing. Oh, sorry, I haven't got the words. He just drains the life out of me. He really does. The man couldn't write signs for a public toilet without making it about himself. I think what I found most unforgivable about cancelled, that's the thing. I don't know. You've written a play, but it's got to be published to call yourself a playwright. Am I right in that? It's all about publishing, isn't it? I'm sure I watched that crappy pirate thing, Catcher, and it was very funny. I'm sorry. Look, people have been getting college degrees for, goodness me, in the United Kingdom, they've been getting college degrees for coming up for nearly 1,000 years because they started off in Oxford and Cambridge. And right back then, they were getting college degrees in Tudor times. You know, because people back then realized the power of further education. They realized it back in Roman times. They realized it back in Greek times. You know, in Judaism, they have yeshivas where, yes, all they study is the Torah and the Talmud, but it's further education. And the power of knowledge, of gained proper knowledge, more or less. I know I'm sort of, I haven't got the right words. I'm making a fantasy out of it here. But to be able to sit at the feet of a master and learn, because you know they have sat at the feet of the master and they have learned and they've experienced different things to fill up their hearts and souls and talk about it with a passion and to pass on their wisdom and knowledge. That's that would be the 1600s Meg. She was in the She was born in 1533 and she died in 1603 because she was nearly 70. I'm sorry, love, that's just the historian coming out in me. History's one of my passions, you know, along with having a cigarette and having a glass of wine and The Haven and the paranormal and stuff like that. Yes, Candace, you're right. Learning is a gift. And more money should be pumped into education. You know, it really should. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't realise that. I'm sorry, love. But look, you were only 200 years out, so don't worry about it. If it's any consolation, I am shit at mathematics. You know, my husband hates me going anywhere near a calculator. You know, the only reason I go and put things on a calculator is if you turn it around a particular way, you can make it say hello, or you can make it say boobies. That's as much as I use a calculator for. Honestly, I'm such a child. It's the sort of thing we did when I was 13, 14 at school, when we were first using calculators. And everybody was, oh, look, if you do it like this with 8s and 0s, you can make boobies. You know? Oh, wow, Ray, you have that too. Oh, you did the boobies thing as well. See, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. But I was just saying, I'm such a child. I've never grown up. You know, I'm maybe 58, but inside, I'm still a teenager. Now, there you go, Meg. You found somebody in this impromptu live stream that has the same condition you do. Okay, Katja. Yeah, you're right. Growing up is overrated. Absolutely. Listen, guys, how long do live streams normally last? Because I'm just sitting here at the kitchen table. I'm having a blast. You know, I don't want to have you guys still sitting here at 6 o'clock tonight because I just kept you talking. But, you know, I don't know normally how these things. Oh, you go. Oh, you go on as long as you want. All right. Honestly, do you know what, guys? Seriously, I'm having an absolute blast. I really am. Because I just popped it on just to see if I could see myself on screen. And if I thought if one person comes on, I can just say, hello, could you just tell me, can you? And then I didn't envisage anybody else being here. So I thought I'll be on and off in 5 minutes. Hi there, hiya. I'm still here, love. I'm like a bad smell. I just won't go away. 8 hours. Oh my goodness. I couldn't do that. I'd be exhausted. I really would be. But oh dear me. I know I'm genuinely very relaxed. I am totally sitting at my kitchen table, and this is like what I've tried to explain to you before about making my videos and just sitting at the kitchen table and imagining that you're all sitting here with me and I'm just talking away to you. And I wanted to prove to you that I am the same live as I am talking into, because this is how I make my videos. I talk into this phone, and that's how I make my videos, you know. So, and I said to you that if I did a live stream, I wanted to prove to you that I am the same, you know, in real time as I am talking to you in a video. And someone had said to me, it's not possible because you're a totally different persona live to how you are when you make a video. And I thought, well, I don't know how that can be because I don't know how to be anything else but me, you know? And I've been saying this for months. And now, I mean, I've been talking to Ria Snakespeare, and I've been talking to her live, and she was able to say, well, yeah, you're the same. And now here are you guys, and I'm meeting some new people, which is fantastic. You know, people who never said anything before, but they're here now. And that to me is wonderful. It's really just got me there. And see, this is good for my mental health. And you know, you guys have become so important to me. And don't get me wrong, I've got online friends, but a lot of our relationships are just typing. And you know, my friend Lorraine, she's going through a second load of chemo this week. And I mean, I love her. I do truly love her. But we've known each other for about 8 years. And she does thank all of you for your prayers. You know, she really does thank all of you. She's very grateful that you would pray for a stranger. And as you know, I very rarely ever leave the house. I was beginning to wonder if I had acrophobia, you know. She has her good days and her bad days, Meg. You know, but I'm just so grateful that you all came and you joined the Haven, and because I want to sort of hammer home how important you all are to me, because without you there would be no Haven. I really want to hammer that point across. You know, I've heard other other YouTubers going about, thank you for being here, and oh, you're all marvelous and what have you. But I'm lucky because I feel that I've got a living connection to all of you. You know, I really do feel I've got a proper, living, breathing connection to all of you. So, I mean, don't get me. I mean, I love Tati. I think Tati Westbrook is beautiful. I really, really do. But she's got like millions of subscribers, and you know, and she says she loves them all, and I don't have a problem with that. She says she does, then she does. But I swear, I personally feel that I have the most wonderful, loving connection to all of you. And I wanted to build a family community where you could come and where you would feel safe, you would feel loved and wanted and needed. You'd never feel alone again, and that you knew that there were people thinking like yourself, feeling like yourself, going through similar struggles that you could come to, and that if you know, say if I haven't made a video, but you can go into the comments and you can talk to anybody. And you know what I love is the fact that you're talking to each other. It's not just talking to me, you're now actually talking to each other. And that's so important to me. Yes, Gary, you're right, because we do have that connection. You know, I do feel that we're friends. No, Kate, it's not about being proud of me. I'm proud of you all for staying with me. And I feel that we're a tight-knit community, but we're welcoming, and we'll welcome people here so they don't feel alone. You know, we've all of us built up this friendship, and we're like our own little online family community. Yes, we're all in the same boat. All of us have got our stresses and our issues. And it was just so important to me to hopefully, do you know, I thought if I got 10 subscribers, I would be lucky. And I still feel that way. So to have the number that I do, to me, is a dream come true. And if I could make one person smile, then I've done something. And it's like a life purpose, you know. You sort of get to my age and you think, come on, get a grip. You've got to finally fit in somewhere, you know. I mean, I love being a mother. I love being a mother. Sorry, excuse me. And I love being a wife. And I like to think, I mean, I can't say I'm always a good friend because I have let people down before. But I'm extremely proud of the Haven. And I am really proud of every single member of the Haven. And I am so proud when each of you reach out to each other and you talk to each other. And I'm thinking, yes, everything that's said, every time you say hello to each other, it's like building that foundation even stronger, even tighter. And we can still, yes, comfort. We can comfort each other. And it's genuine. It's not just, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that, but never mind, let's talk about something else. It's we don't have that feeling, I don't think. And I know that you guys know now that if I do make a video on him, I'm not doing it for views. You know, it's certainly not for money. If all I ever did was talk to you on a Monday about something. By the way, your homework for this week is your favourite YouTubers. So this coming Monday, fingers crossed, everything crossed, that, you know, I'm here and we can go ahead. But homework for Monday is your favourite YouTubers. And can I ask a favour? please, you don't have to shove me in there, because I'll just cringe. You know, talking about, you know, what anyone that like makeup or philosophy or history or even drama, whatever, doesn't matter. The people who make you want to tune into YouTube, those are the people that we want to talk about. Oh, well, yes, Steph, because we know how much you love him. Because I mean, you would buy him his shoes, wouldn't you? To walk all over people. We've got your number, Steph. We know where you're coming from. You do. You do. I'm going to out you now, Steph. Steph is Chris Boutte's love bunny. Sorry, Steph. I know you said to keep it secret, but now got to come out. Sorry, love. Fedora, you going to fight Steph for Chris Boutte? Oh my God, girl, how desperate are you? All right, I'm going to come clean. I'm bearing my soul. I love the Rewired Soul. I know you told me in confidence, but there's only so much a girl can bear. Steph and Chris sitting in the tree. Kissing. More of a collar stud, Fedora. Haha. Beautiful girlfriend, Tristan. Why does he keep saying that? Oh, my beautiful girlfriend, Tristan. Do you know what? I don't think she exists. I'm beginning to wonder if she actually exists. I think it's him. And if they say, oh, where's your beautiful girlfriend, Tristan? It's like a tailor's dummy or a mannequin with a hat on. You know? It should be a blow-up doll. You've seen her, Steph. Is she beautiful? She's probably keeping him, Gary. Oh, do you know what, Fedora? Sometimes I think like that. Could be the cat. Who knows? Well, look, shall I tell you something? As far as his beautiful girlfriend Tristan goes, she might be beautiful on the outside, but she certainly isn't beautiful on the inside. But what she said to Gary, no, cancelled with 2 L's. You know, and our friend Shelby. Pair of witches, the pair of them. But you never know. Oh, which true? Cancelled with 2 L's. That's how I spell cancelled. Yeah, it was very bad, Gary. Very bad. And I told you I'd never forget it. And I don't forget it, and I won't forget it. Don't forget what people do to people I love. I don't know how she can sit back and watch him say and do the things that he does and congratulate him for it. I don't know. I know it's probably very, very extreme, but it reminds me of Hitler and Eva Braun. How anybody could marry Hitler after everything he'd done. Ugh. No. Something wrong. Angry white boys turning into school shooters. Oh, please. That's disgusting. I mean, me and my Bill is so gentle. He's like a gentle giant. He's 6 foot tall. You know, he's lovely, big, broad man. He's just, he's like my big bear, but he's so gentle. And he just does things in his time, takes things one step at a time, faces things as and when they come. Me, no, I'm not like that. I worry and I worry and I worry. And I'm constantly worrying, and my brain's all over the place. He's the one who keeps me calm. He calms me down and talks things through with me and gets me to see a different perspective. Yeah, there's something not right there, guys. I'm with you there, Gary, love. I'm with you there. Right. Well, it's nearly right. It's coming up for 10 to 9, and I've been on now. Oh my goodness me. An hour and 3/4. Right. I am going to call a halt to everything now, guys. I need to take some Oromorph, and I can't do that on camera. So, because I know I'll be in serious trouble if I do that. So, I'm having a bit of a spasm going on. So I'm going to say, I genuinely love you all. Thank you very, very much for being here. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And I do love you. I really do. And I want you all to have the best day. Yom Tov Chaya. Yom Tov. Yom Tov to everybody. And I love you. And it's been so lovely talking to all of you. What a lovely first attempt at a live stream. This has been fantastic. Thank you so much for supporting me. Take care, everybody. And thank you for making this so special. Thank you. Bye-bye for now, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.